Welcome back to This Week in Agribusiness. Are you ready for Charlie's tour of whatever state he selects next?
I'm always ready to learn more about the agricultural states of America with our friend Charlie Behrens in Pivot Bio. This week, he's taking us out west, not quite all the way, about halfway to Colorado.
The United States of America can be very different from one state to another, but one thing every state has in common is agriculture.
Hey everyone, I'm Charlie Behrens and welcome to the Agricultural States of America. We're going to test your knowledge about the agriculture of different states and hopefully give you a bit of appreciation for all of the great things that farmers are producing across America. Today we're headed to the Centennial State to see what agriculture looks like in Colorado. Now when you think of Colorado, you probably think of the Rocky Mountains, the Red Rock Amphitheater, Colorado Trail, skiing, snowboarding, hiking, and the rich tales of the Wild West. Or maybe some more recreational, I don't know. However, the agricultural industry is crucial to the state's economy by bringing in around $47 billion annually and producing a variety of products. Some of the top agricultural products and commodities in the state are cattle and calves, goats, hogs, dairy products, corn, hay, and wheat. Now, Colorado is consistently in the top 10 nationally for the production of barley, alfalfa, hay, wheat, grain, sorghum, sheep and lambs, potatoes, sunflower and foliage plants, proso millet, and even peaches. In other words, Colorado, ideal state to get the munchies in. Now, there was one thing in that list that you may not know off the top of your head. Proso millet. No need to Google it. I got you covered. Proso millet is a grain crop with a variety of uses, including birdseed, animal feed, and cover crop. But recently, a new market has emerged and it can be used as an organic, gluten-free grain. Now, Colorado's reputation precedes itself when it comes to peaches. The Palisade peach, which is Colorado's official state fruit, is said to be sweeter than the Georgia peach. And before you Georgians say, them's fighting words, don't blame me, I just read it on Wikipedia, okay? And I know they say that you can't compare apples to oranges, but peaches are another story. How about them apples? The unique flavor of the Palisade peach is due to Colorado's climate, which has warm days and cool nights. This temperature change intensifies the sugars in the peaches and therefore the sweetness. Now, as to the question is who makes the better peach cobbler, that will have to be decided in a cook-off competition, and I volunteer as judge. Colorado grows these peaches on the western slope, but they don't stop there. They've got many other fruit orchards, such as apples, cherries, and apricots. And Colorado is the only U.S. state to lie entirely above 3,280 feet in elevation, which makes it the nation's highest state. And let's let the record show that I passed up on a marijuana joke here. Now, Colorado's elevation, geography, and climate play an interesting role in the quality and uniqueness of the state's crops. Just like how it affects the peaches, the same can be said for their grapes. Colorado's vineyards are the highest elevation of any vineyard in the U.S. at 4,000 and 7,000 feet above sea level. Nationally and internationally acclaimed Colorado wines are often made with traditional Vitis vinifera grapes. Some of the state's wines are also made from cherries, peaches, plum, and honey too, which is where Colorado got its unofficial slogan. If it's growing on a tree, in a hive, or on a vine, we're making wine. I just made that up. Rounding out on all that Colorado has to offer is a variety of specialty crops. The state's farmers raise bison, elk, ostrich, grow mushrooms, Anasazi beans, and even hemp. As a result of this agricultural diversity, you may have been able to enjoy some of these famous Colorado foods like Rocky Ford cantaloupe or Pueblo cherries, craft beer, and not to be forgotten, Rocky Mountain oysters. Word to the wise, save those suckers for date nights. Natural aphrodisiac. Google that and thank me later. All right, that's all the time we have for now, but you can always go to pivotbio.com/agstates, click on the show icon and explore more about the agriculture of your favorite states and test your knowledge to win great prizes and more. I'm Charlie Behrens, and we'll see you next time on the Agricultural States of America.
As always, Charlie, thank you for that update from Colorado. Max, you know, he highlighted the importance of livestock in the state of Colorado. Certainly a lot of production. They also do quite a bit of shows out there in Colorado, don't they?
You know, the National Western Stock Show comes along every January, and people have taken great pride in that. We hear from Mary in Denver all the time about the National Western Stock Show, and it's quite a festival. In addition to putting the livestock in the spotlight, and they have new facilities. They are expanding. They have great plans for the future. The dates for that show in 2024, I know Mary would want me to mention, January 6th through the 21st. It spans all of those days, pumps a lot of money into the Denver economy. So those folks, rightfully so, are quite proud of the National Western.
Have you had a chance to go to the National Western, Max?
Many years ago. It's been quite some time, but you know, it's been there 117 years or 116 years, something like that.
Yes.
So it's had an effect for quite a while.
Absolutely. There's a group of folks from Iowa who take the train to Denver every year for the National Western. I've always thought that would be a fun trip to do and see those animals up close.
It would be. A longtime friend of mine, the late Bill Couch, was a judge there for many, many years. We grew up together, and I was always hearing about the National Western. Oh, and Charlie mentioned Proso millet. That one is on the radar screen. That crop, we have a lot of folks who wonder about a crop that can be drought hardy. There's more coming up on This Week in Agribusiness. Stay here with us.